First on BBC Two with signing and subtitles, Her Majesty the Queen's Christmas message.
Happy Millennium as well. Oh, so you're still hungover.
Has anyone got any questions they would like to ask Her Majesty?
Did you bring the crown into Australia?
No, I didn't. Oh, well, I can't get it out of the Tower of London.
To receive the honour of knighthood, Sir Sean Connery, for services to drama.
Collection of Canaletto drawings from the Royal Library. Are in this book. Yes, they're all. We've managed to untangle them.
You had a wonderful visit to Rome, didn't you?
Well, it was very interesting, yes. And so it was nice to reminisce again.
Isn't that a sign of the way in which all the churches have grown together in recent years? And I think your presence there would have been a huge encouragement for all the churches.
And he talked about his time when he came here.
Oh, that was epoch-making, wasn't it?
Yes.
In 1982, to go to Canterbury, and that would be the time you saw him in this country.
That's right, yes.
He came to Buckingham
Palace, and then he went to Scotland.
Yeah.
And where were you before?
I was staying with a friend, but unfortunately a month was all I could stay. I'm originally from this area, but when I was 5, my parents moved to Milton Keynes, and now I've come back to the area.
So you've come back to...
Yeah.
Because London's not a very easy place to live in, is it?
No, and it's very expensive. But it's really nice here, everyone's friendly. It's a place that you can actually settle.
That's nice, isn't it?
To go on to live for independent living. My bedroom's upstairs, and this.
Can I go and look?
Yeah, feel free. I've been here for about 6 months now.
That's rather nice. I think it's quite amusing to think it was a school.
Yeah, I know.
You can transform a school into making...
Well, apparently, my mum, when she was younger, she actually came to this school and she remembers playing on the playground, so it's quite
So you really
amusing.
have come back to your roots,
Yeah, I
haven't you?
have, yeah.
By any measure, this millennium year has been an unforgettable one. Since the turn of the year, it has been celebrated and marked in this country and throughout the Commonwealth. And it has been a particular pleasure for me to visit millennium projects, large and small, which will be reminders for generations to come of the time when the 21st century began. But as this year draws to a close, I would like to reflect more directly and more personally on what lies behind all the celebrations of these past 12 months. Christmas is the traditional, if not the actual birthday, of a man who was destined to change the course of our history. And today we are celebrating the fact that Jesus Christ was born 2,000 years ago. This is the true millennium anniversary. The simple facts of Jesus' life give us little clue as to the influence he was to have on the world. As a boy, he learnt his father's trade as a carpenter. He then became a preacher, recruiting 12 supporters to help him. But his ministry only lasted a few years, and he himself never wrote anything down. In his early 30s, he was arrested, tortured, and crucified with 2 criminals. His death might have been the end of the story, but then came the resurrection, and with it the foundation of the Christian faith. Even in our very material age, the impact of Christ's life is all around us. The image of the Madonna and Child is particularly familiar to us during this Christmas season. If you want to see an expression of Christian faith, you only have to look at our awe-inspiring cathedrals and abbeys, listen to their music, or look at their stained glass windows, their books, and their pictures. But the true measure of Christ's influence is not only in the lives of the saints, but also in the good works quietly done by millions of men and women day in and day out through the centuries. Many will have been inspired by Jesus' simple but powerful teaching, love God and love thy neighbor as thyself. In other words, treat others as you would like them to treat you. His great emphasis was to give spirituality a practical purpose. Whether we believe in God or not, I think most of us have a sense of the spiritual, that recognition of a deeper meaning and purpose in our lives. And I believe that this sense flourishes despite the pressures of our world. This spirituality can be seen in the teachings of other great faiths. Of course, religion can be divisive, but the Bible, the Quran, and the sacred texts of the Jews and Hindus, Buddhists and Sikhs are all sources of divine inspiration and practical guidance passed down through the generations. To many of us, our beliefs are of fundamental importance. For me, the teachings of Christ and my own personal accountability before God provide a framework in which I try to lead my life. I, like so many of you, have drawn great comfort in difficult times from Christ's words and example. I believe that the Christian message, in the words of a familiar blessing, remain profoundly important to us all. Go forth into the world in peace. Be of good courage. Hold fast that which is good. Render to no man evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Help the afflicted. Honor all men. It is a simple message of compassion, and yet as powerful as ever today, 2,000 years after Christ's birth. I hope this day will be as special for you as it is for me. May I wish you all a very happy Christmas.